Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make these floating candles, which are really great for Halloween parties. But you can also use white paper with white tea lights for a Harry Potter themed party. And that's going to recreate that scene from the movie that has all those floating candles. So it looks super cool. But they also stand, so they're very versatile. You can use them as standing candles or in vases. So whatever use you have for these. But to get started, make sure that you go to svgnation.com to grab this free SVG file. I have also left a link in the description that's going to take you directly there, so you can just click there. And once you have this uploaded, this is what you're going to see. So there's a few changes you need to make, so I'm going to walk you through those. The first thing you're going to need to do is ungroup all your layers. They should automatically be selected, but if they're not, you can just click on anything in here since they're all grouped and it will select all of them, and then just ungroup those. And on each of these candles, you do have some lines that you need to change to score lines. If you don't have a scoring tool, that's fine. You can still make these, but you do need to delete these lines so that they don't cut. So we're just going to start right here, and we're going to change this in our operation from basic cut to score. And then you're going to attach it to this bottom layer. So just hold down Shift when selecting multiple layers together, and then we're just going to attach. And we're just going to do this for these other two. These are just different sizes. They're all the same candles, just different sizes to just give that kind of variety. So we're going to start here, and we're going to change this to score. And we're going to attach it to the bottom layer right here. And like I mentioned, if you don't have a scoring tool, that's fine, but just delete these layers right here that I'm scoring. Score it, and now we're just going to attach it. So that's all you need to do here, and these are ready to go. But these spider webs and these bats, I just added them in here in case you wanted to put like some 3D bats along the side or maybe wrap it in spider webs. I'm actually not going to use these. I just want the simple floating candle effect, but I just wanted to put those in there in case you guys wanted to use them. So I'm just hiding those layers right here. Okay, and that's all that there is to it. We're just going to click on Make It. And you can cut 2 candles on a single piece of paper. So this is pretty easy to do and a very inexpensive project. And so right here I can see I have my score lines in the correct place. If you don't see that, then that means you did not attach them to your layer. So you do need to go back and make sure that you attach those score lines to your candle layer. And if everything looks good to you, then go ahead and cut out your pieces. Alright, so now I have everything cut out, and if you are cutting multiple candle sizes together, the top wax part and the bottom circle are the same size for all the candles, so you don't have to worry about figuring out which piece goes with which candle. And you're going to start by attaching the wax piece to your tea light, and I'm using hot glue for this, but you can use tape for it if you don't want something as permanent. And you're just going to glue or tape the straight side to your tea light, and you want this flush with the top of the tea light as well. And then just wrap the rest of it around and add glue to the tab piece, and then just glue it right on top. When you're gluing this on top, make sure that you don't pull it too hard though, because you don't want to pull it so tight that the tab goes further down on the bottom. You just want to line it straight up and down and just glue it down. And the file was created this way, so that way you can easily access the on and off switch for these tea lights. That way you don't always have to leave them on. Next, we're going to assemble the bottom candle piece. And so take your piece of paper and just hold it so that the side that you see the score lines better on is on top. And then fold each of the tab pieces in towards the middle. And you're not going to fold on the score line that runs down the candle. This is just here to use as a guide. That way you know exactly where to glue the candle together for the best fit. And so you're just going to roll the candle up and then glue it together. And when you glue it down, you do need to line the edge of it with the score line all the way up and down the candle. And it is important to line it up here. If you make it larger, it's not going to fit into this candle wax. And if you make it smaller, it's going to slide out easily. But once that is glued, just add a little bit of glue on each of the tabs and then glue the circle to the bottom. And while that dries, press it against a flat surface. That way it dries with a flat bottom so that the candles can stand straight up as well. And you can take like a pen or one of your Cricut tools to press down on all the tabs to press it into the bottom if needed. And all you need to do is add the wax piece over the candle. And like I mentioned, since these are separate, you're going to be able to pull these apart so that you can turn your candle lights on and off when needed. And these should be a pretty tight fit. You should be able to shake them without the candle falling out. And I did hang mine for a while to test them and they stayed perfectly. But if you have some that are a little looser or you worry that the candle may fall out, then before you hang it, just add a small piece of clear Scotch tape to hold the wax to the candle. I'm probably going to do this during our Halloween party this weekend just to make sure. I may leave some with the tape and some without just to see how they do. But to hang them, I'm just using a clear fishing string, and any clear string is going to work. When the lights are low, it's going to make it very hard to see the clear string if you can even see it at all. So they're really going to look like they're floating. And you can just glue the string to one of the sides, but that is going to leave it hanging just a little bit sideways. And I want them to float upright, so I am going to add glue to each side of the candle and add a string there as well. And I am leaving a lot of extra string for each end. This way, when I hang them, I can cut off the extra, and I have plenty of string for whatever height I want to hang them. And I'm probably going to wait until about an hour or maybe 2 hours before the party starts to hang these. This way I can go ahead and turn on all the tea lights as I hang them, and I don't have to worry about hanging them too early. They are extremely light, so I'm just going to use tape to hang these. Instead of putting holes in my ceiling, I'm just going to use a piece of Scotch tape. And I did test that on my ceiling downstairs while I was recording these, and they hung just fine with that. But if you don't want to hang them, these are great to stand on their own, or you can place them in candle holders or vases. And this is a much safer alternative for Halloween parties than lighting real candles, but it's going to give you the same cool effect. But I hope that you guys really enjoy these candle templates. And if you have any questions, leave those in the comments. And I would love to hear from you guys, so feel free to say hi in the comments. Comments and likes help my channel grow, which means that I can continue to make more fun Cricut tutorials for you guys. So I'd really love to hear from you guys. And thanks so much for watching. Bye!